Wow, wow, wow. Hey guys, how's it going? So while I was doom scrolling last night, I found this TikTok challenge, and I think it's pretty cool, so we're going to be giving it a shot today. So a TLDR of how this challenge works is basically it's designing the character based off of your traits. So depending on your traits, the character would have different ones, and then the video just kind of pairs those two together. But I say without further ado, let's just check the video out.
Design an OC after you challenge. The gender is the opposite of your own.
So it's a girl.
If you're non-binary, male if you have glasses, and female if you don't. Hair is short if you have siblings, and long if you don't.
So we got short hair then.
Unnatural hair color if you own a cat. Natural hair color if you own a dog, and both if you have both.
And I've got both a cat and a dog, so we're going to be rolling with both of them.
If you don't have pets, go with your favorite color. Eyes are your favorite color.
Let's see, favorite color. I think favorite color for me would be like the combo blue and orange. So I think I'll just have to do one of those. Oh, or maybe both. Maybe one of each. I don't know. We'll have to see there.
And clothes match your phone.
And then my phone case is black. It's broken though. So I guess a broken black phone case. It's like black and gray. So I guess we'll just have to work with that.
Case.
Alright. Let's see what we're cooking with. I'll get back to you guys when I got some sketches happening. Alright, so here's the sketch. I think I locked in a little too much when I was doing the details and stuff, so did a little bit more than I normally would, but I'm not against that because I think the design's looking pretty cool. For some reason, so here's our prompts, right? So girl, short hair, natural and unnatural hair color, and then favorite color for eyes, and I like blue and orange a lot, so I was thinking, oh, unnatural hair color, blue, and then orange eyes because those work well, or flip it. That's kind of, I was playing with those in my mind. And then phone case for the clothes, so that's black. So I was like, okay, I mean, that seems like a pretty cool character design already. But I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And then I was like, what if we do like mage dragon hunter thing? And then here's base colors as well. Forgot to record me filling them in, but I'm honestly really liking the design just overall. So I might honestly just keep this as like a OC just in general. But we got blue and black, and I did black and gray because my phone case is like black grayish, kind of like that. So we're rolling with that. And then I did some gold, little highlights here and there. And then I made like the sword silver and all that. Pretty solid, I think, character design. I say we just throw some blush in and oh, I don't know why, but I made her like half elf too, because that makes sense for mage-esque characters, I think. That's what we're working with. We're not going to have much blush because she's too cool for that, but still need a little bit. Yeah, and I'm thinking of some pretty simple shading for this one, because we'll have some other more fancy things happening later. But yeah, so I'm kind of thinking that the character would be more of like a mercenary-esque situation. Initially, I was thinking like Dragon Hunter, but I'm not entirely sure if that's like still where I want to go. Either way, like successful and wealthy, definitely those two. I mean, you can look at the drip and kind of decide that. Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more, I think mercenary would probably make more sense. Either way, a mage though, because I just think blue fire just looks super cool when it's done in anime. I don't think I've seen it look cool any other place besides anime, but it just does it well. What can I say? But yeah, definitely like a fantasy environment, or maybe even like post-apocalyptic. But it wouldn't be. It would be in a like fantasy setting because you know, magic. I'm kind of trying to use this a blue inside of the coat as like a framing tool for the like character shape. So I might not shade it that much, just because I don't want to lose like the whole effect of it essentially. Because I think it provides some like pretty good contrast, which if all goes well, will look cool. We'll have to see. Because when I was making the character design, I thought that like this thing in the middle would be like dragon scales or something like that, where it's like, I mean, it's not that uncommon. Like you hunt it and then you make you make more armor out of it, that kind of thing, like Monster Hunter as well. But the main tool would be magic, which is why the sword is not 200 feet long. So here's tier 1 shading, and just throw some more down. Yeah, I find that typically as well, when I have like more complicated clothing going on, I kind of chill out on the shading a little bit. and just usually go like more high contrast, just because I feel like if you have really complicated shading and a complicated outfit, it gets kind of busy, and you're like, well, shit, what am I supposed to look at? I'm sure if you're like insanely good at both like character design and like lighting, that wouldn't be a problem. But we are not there, so. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do with the neck. Cause like, yes, it would be, cause the light's coming from the like the top right. So like it would be all shadow, but I don't think it'd be all the darkest shadow, cause that looks stupid. I think that looks like kind of crazy. I don't know, like my brain and necks, like I'm just incapable at drawing them. Well, I mean, I guess I can draw them, but they just always look stupid. So it's also like not consistent person to person, which is not helping, like at all with trying to practice them. Not like I do practice them at all. So you gotta hide them with hoodies, like a true artist. And unless I forget, I'm gonna be adding a highlight on the left here, like at the very, very top of this arm, just to bring it up, because it, as like we can see, like it is blending into the background right now, or into like the shading here. I'm gonna have to bring that forward eventually, or I will forget and it won't happen at all. So we'll have to see. I honestly don't think I need much more shading here. I think any more would kind of hurt it. I'm gonna do a lot of like highlights, but not the typical ones where like they're very high contrast, more just like one shade lighter. Just because I feel like this one would benefit from that. So I basically just bring up, so I think this is a good color. So basically I just bring up the luminosity just a little bit, and then I make it the color of the light, which in this case would be like orange because it's outside. And there we go. And I want this to just be subtle, so I'll do something like this. And this will help essentially just bring the folds up to like the foreground, I guess. Even though this is all the foreground, but just make the details pop a little bit. Now normally I don't do this kind of thing for the OC challenges, but I might be keeping this OC around, so I kind of want to see how it should look in like a full drawing. So here's the highlight I was talking about earlier. Actually, I think that might be blue. Just because if we think about it, you have the entire blue like cloak behind her, so we might make that blue. I don't know if I want to have a rim light. I think I might. I don't know if it'll be blue. It probably will be, but I'm gonna get the white to really make it pop. And there we go. Nothing too crazy. Just a few different little colors here and there. And really just can't overthink the placement of them, because frankly it does not matter. So as long as you get colors in there, like you're good. And let's try a rim light. So the way I typically do rim light is I just throw everything in a folder, make a layer above, and then a clipping mask. Just because I feel like that not always, but like it typically brings like the best results that I've seen. So, and I don't want to worry about having to draw outside the lines. So that is a solid benefit. And there we go. I'd say that's a pretty solid overall drawing. And now we gotta think about a background. I'm thinking orange might work pretty well. Hey, pretty solid first little guy here. And I think the character turned out pretty well, if I'm gonna be honest. Pretty cool elements. I think I might keep this character around. I have an idea for I've never done a drawing like this before, but I think I'm gonna give her a shot. So I'll be back when I got a sketch for that. But I'm kind of thinking of doing something that shows the fire aspect more, because we don't really have any fire here, because it's more of a chill pose, you know? So I'll sketch for that and see, I'll get back to you guys. Alright, now I'm basically just me working on a little character sheet. Alright, so since I'm a pretty big fan of how the initial design turned out, I'm going to try and flesh it out a little bit more and do a little character sheet for the whole character. So that way if I ever want to draw them in the future, I know what's going on. I don't really do character sheets that much, so it'll be a bit of a learning experience, but that's not the worst thing. Yeah, and I kind of want to go for like a fantasy vibe, but still a little modern. So you'd have like the more modern fabrics, but still like the fantasy feel. Because I would imagine it being like a more advanced time, but still, I don't know, I've just noticed it with a lot of, I don't know, I just like the effect with a lot of like fantasy genres when they have more advanced like civilization, but they kind of stay in the medieval age because of magic. They don't really need to advance technology wise, that kind of thing. And I always thought that was a pretty cool situation, because then you get like kind of a mix of cultures and stuff. So also you can make drippier clothes and not have to worry about breaking rules, which is a perk. And I think I want the sword to be like pretty simple, and because that would not really be the focus of the character. And I feel like a complicated sword would just make the outfit way too much to look at. So one of the simple but cool designs is kind of what I'm going for. I'm thinking more like cryptic pattern for this inside piece, and then I was going for like roses or flowers on everything else. So, and then I'm imagining that the jacket is like either summoned or made through her magic, so that's why it does the little floaty little thingies, and she like controls fire too. So I'd imagine when she gets into a fight, this kind of like turns into like a cloak of fire type of thing. And then obviously the sword would be all fiery too. That wouldn't be a bad drawing to make, honestly. So I might do that. Not right now though, but in the future. I'm thinking just standard boots, nothing crazy. There we go. And I'll just throw the colors in real quick and I'll be done, I think. Alright, so this is going to be our little character sheet that we got. Not too much of a sheet, more of just a design, but I think the whole design works pretty well. Try to keep it more simple on the... I try to keep it more simple on the parts that don't have like the design going on, just so it doesn't get too busy. I think it is already got a lot going on, so I don't want it to be like overwhelming, you know? But I think, yeah, we got that and this. Pretty solid. I think we might be seeing her again, I'm just saying. And I had quite a bit of fun with this challenge. Can't believe I'll start with a TikTok challenge, but hey, TikTok's kind of the GOAT sometimes, you know? If you want to see this drawing, I won't have... Yeah, if you want to see this drawing, I'll have her linked in the description as per usual. I'll have the challenge link there as well if you want to check it out. Throw them a like or whatever. But yeah, if you like the video, hit the sub, all those buttons. I think that's all I got for you guys this week, so peace.